Hello, everyone. I am excited to have Tom Reber from the Contractor Fight here today. Tom, how's it going?
It's going awesome, Eric. How you doing, man?
Doing great now that I get to have a little time with you today. It's always exciting catching up, man.
It is. It's been a minute, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for having
Well,
me. Appreciate it.
what was it? Mile High Profit Summit was when we were last together. So
Yeah,
yeah,
back in
definitely.
September, man. So we're at the tail end of November, and I know we both been doing our thing at a high level, which is good to see. So
Yeah, absolutely. So
yeah.
look, why don't you just kind of introduce your business and tell us about the Contractor Fight and what can the Contractor Fight do for all the JobTread customers that we've got.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Yeah, so the Contractor Fight is worldwide coaching and education organization. Our whole mission, our whole vision here is to create a world where construction is not a fallback career option, but people are actually chomping at the bit to get into the trades because of the high quality lives and bank accounts that contractors have. And so everything we do is geared toward that. And we called it the Contractor Fight because it all starts between your ears. It's a 6 inches between your ears. There's a war going on there every day. And we've been at it for about a decade now, and helped tens and tens of thousands of contractors, level things up, man. So we're excited to be here. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I'll go ahead and throw out because I think I was one of your early Contractor Fight members there. I mean, I've been
Yep.
part of your group for a long time. I mean, you do a phenomenal job just putting out tons of great content on YouTube and on the social platforms. I mean, I've learned a lot about how to build a better construction business, just kind of
Mm-hmm.
following and listening to all the education that you continue to put out there. And I think it's just so beneficial that that you do that. And it's not just for your paid members and part of the coaching
Yep.
group, but just the general community. So like, thank you for everything that you do to help contractors as a whole become better business owners.
Well, I appreciate that, but I appreciate you creating a tool that supports what I've been saying for a decade or more. That you need to know your numbers, track your stuff, and job cost and all that. And I know you keep making JobTread better. And because I get all these messages, man, like, oh, do you have a spreadsheet that does this? And I'm like, just go to JobTread, man. You know, and
Yeah.
they got you. So good stuff.
Yeah, well, look, so last year, you were, you and the Contractor Fight were had a big presence at JobTread Connect,
Mhm.
and you did a keynote, opened it up with a huge motivational speech. I just tons of great feedback from that. I know a lot of people really enjoyed, getting to kind of learn more about the Contractor Fight, and I think in your ed session last year, you guys kind of did some mock role plays and really help people
Yeah.
understand it. What are you excited about to have the Contractor Fight at JobTread Connect again this year?
So I am extremely excited to share that one of our fight coaches, Aaron Harshaw, is going to be bringing some good stuff on the main stage. He is an active contractor, renovation contractor. He's been part of the community for quite a while in the fight, and he's also works for the fight and helps our members succeed. But listen, man, Aaron, you talked about Mile High Profit Summit. Somebody asked me what my biggest takeaway was from my own event. And my biggest takeaway was we got to get more people other than Tom running his mouth in the world, because our coaches they brought the fire, man. They killed it. I was in Aaron's session, and there was emotional ups and downs, like real talk, and then laughter, belly laughs, but all relevant around the game of sales and helping you not just be an order taker, right, but be somebody who can really connect with their clients at a different level than your competitors ever will. And it's going to be an amazing session that Aaron's going to bring to your attendees, man.
Yeah, I couldn't be any more excited. I saw Aaron. He definitely brings the fire. And the cool thing about it too is he's not only a contractor fight coach, but he's also a long time
Mm-hmm.
JobTread user. And so having both of those experiences, I think just made him a total perfect fit to get him on the main stage. We can't wait to hear kind of all the insight. I actually had him on my podcast. I
Cool.
don't know, maybe a month or two ago. Awesome guy, just so much insight. The fact that he came from being a preacher to a
Yeah.
contractor, like man, such an interesting journey, and he's really taken it to a whole nother level.
Well, he's, you know, what I love is he's living it, man. It's not just somebody that's getting up there talking about what they used to do. You know, it's somebody who's in the fight with every attendee in that room that's running a contracting business, right? And
Oh.
you know, one of the biggest challenges we all have is how do we stand out when everybody looks the same to the client? And Aaron's going to share with your attendees how to do that and differentiate in a way that makes you guys the no-brainer choice.
Awesome. Yeah. You know, and I think that's something that is, it's, you know, really is very unique to the Contractor Fight. I mean, obviously, you know, we're part of a lot of the different coaching groups and things, but I love how, you know, you've got active, you know, construction business owners who are doing it day to day, also serving as coaches to help others be able to elevate their skill set and their businesses. And, you know, again, it's so important that they're, you know, actually living it while also helping others, you know, learn it.
Yep.
I think that's very unique.
Yeah. Thanks, man. That's important to us. So,
I mean, I'm curious. So, you know, so what do you feel like, you know, what are the biggest differences, you know, with the Contractor Fight, you know, and the battleground program that you guys provide versus other groups out there? I mean, like, what do you think that secret sauce is with, you know, with your groups?
you know, hands down, it would be that we fundamentally believe that success is an inside out game. And so all of our coaching trainings, everything that we do in the fight works in that order. So we talk about, you first have to work on developing a strong you, and then a strong home, and then we're going to make a fat wallet in that order. And, you know, because who you are and what's going on at home gets brought with you wherever you go in the world, no matter what your profession is. And so a lot of business owners, a lot of contractors put the career first, they put the business first. And listen, we have off the charts content and training around the X's and O's in business and stuff. But I think that's the real separator is, you know, the way we approach the individual human being, impact their family, and then impact their wallet.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and just again, from my perspective, I'd say another big difference is, man, the community that you all have built is just incredibly strong. Like I have seen so many contractors who, you know, they truly believe that, you know, Battleground is their second family. Like these, you know, I see them laughing together. I see them crying together. They're, you know, going through the trenches, digging through the mud, like, but they're there supporting each other. I think it's, you know, that's just unparalleled to anything else I've seen, is that brotherhood and that family.
I appreciate that, man. It's a super tight community, but I think that's because the people that are there, like, we're not for everybody, just like any business isn't for everybody. And I get that. But I think the people that are there believe that it's important to be strong inside out. And I think that's why the community's so tight, because there's so much vulnerability, there's tough love. Like it's a true family that it blows my mind every time I look at you know, how it's all come together, man.
Yeah. So why don't you give us just a little preview of, you know, what Battleground is all about? You know, obviously people are going to get to meet a lot of the different people that are part of the Contractor Fight at JobTread Connect, but, you know, hearing it straight from you, like why should these contractors, you know, join Battleground, and, you know, what do you think it's going to do for them?
Yeah, well, listen, business comes down to, you know, really three main things initially. And it's, you know, you got to know your numbers, you got to know how to sell, and you need to learn how to attract more of the right eyeballs, you know, and then obviously there's leadership and, you know, which is all part of that. But, you know, Battleground is a community where you're not alone. You know, one of the things that we hear all the time is like, I'm out here on an island by myself running my business and nobody gets me. And so, you know, we've got crazy number of calls a month, every weekday, unless there's a holiday in the United States. We have live sales training, role play calls with coaches. We're fanatical about just the involvement in that whole role play environment. We do thousands of role plays a month within the group. And it's you know, I think one of the big differentiators from other group programs that people have been in a group is a lot of groups that I've been in the past too. It's like the person leading the group will run a call and maybe answer a question or two from the chat box. Well, you jump on our calls, and our coaching team is amazing. They're like, you got a question about something, you raise your hand, they unmute you. You're just like this on camera, and they work with you right there in the group format to give you that one-on-one attention. You know, our brand promise inside a battleground, we call it fanatical attention. Okay. So if you're not going to win at a higher level, this might sound like negative in a way, but it's going to be your fault, not our fault. Like, that's just the way we approach. We are going to do everything we can to help you succeed. You know, I'm thinking about one of our members. She was on a call earlier today with us, and dude, she was a handy woman business. And I met her last, what would that be? December, last week of December, 2022. I did a little meetup in Arizona. She showed up. We had a conversation. I said, "What'd you do in revenue this year?" She says, $60,000. And, you know, she was really struggling and doubting herself. And long story short, she jumped into Battleground in February of this year, just 9 months ago. She's already done over 325 grand in revenue,
Nice.
at, you know, 50% gross profit. And she increased her personal income by $103,000 in just 9 months. And so it's the combination of not just the right information, but the right support and the accountability and the community that's there behind you.
Yeah. And look, I mean, I sit, you know, at a very interesting perspective here. I can attest to seeing the success of the contractors who are part of Battleground. The trajectory is just straight up, you know, it's so interesting to see how much being part of a group like yours can really help change the trajectory of your business. You know, it's just so important. And I'm, you know, such a big fan of people getting involved in groups like the Contractor Fight, and being able to have that supportive community, being able to tap into those coaches and those resources. I mean, hands down, I have seen the proof in the pudding. It is a tremendous impact on your business and on your personal life. I mean, these business owners will tell you they're happier. They feel less stress, like they're, you know, building a great business, a great culture. And, you know, again, they time and time again, they're attributing that success back to being part of, you know, your group, and learning from your coaches and seeing how others are representing how a great business should be built. And, you know, so many times people just need that, you know, they need that system around them to show them, hey, there's a better way. Hey, this is how you can do it. I've been there. I've done that. And I think your group is really great, Tom, at helping people to elevate themselves personally and professionally. So
Thanks,
we're
man.
excited to have you involved in, you know, have the Contractor Fight. You know, has been a great partner for us. I mean, I think got more, you know, more contractors, you know, hundreds of them have come, you know, from being part of the Contractor Fight to JobTread. You know, I think, again, we, just like you said earlier, we've got a really, you know, complementary, you know, businesses here that really help hand in hand build better businesses for the contractors. So it's, you know, it's a privilege and an honor to be able to continue working with you guys. And, you know, we're very appreciative of you sponsoring JobTread Connect. And yeah, so thank you.
Got it, man. Yeah. Well, the cool thing, man, is we're just getting started. I know you are, and we are, and we all have big plans, and it's about having an impact, man. And, you know, I appreciate you guys and leadership from the top on your end. You're in it for the right reasons, man. You know, yeah, we all want to build a business and make money, because if you're going to build a business, you need to make money, right? But if that's the only thing driving you, then, you know, that's only going to get you so far, and it's going to limit the impact that you have. So I can't wait to see where we're at in another couple of years, man.
Man, it's exciting watching year over year. That's for sure. But yeah, so hey, look, everyone out there, if you're not aware of the Contractor Fight, Battleground, the programs that they offer, you definitely need to check it out. You get to meet, you know, Neil, who's the CEO, you know, several others that are going to be at JobTread Connect. You know, again, take the time, get to know them. You know, I tell everybody, like, look, go understand what they're doing, learn them, learn the people behind it, because this is who you're going to be getting in bed with. And you know, I can tell you all day long it's a great group, but I want them to come and meet you guys face to face, and look forward to seeing how the Contractor Fight can help all of our JobTread companies.
Awesome, man. We're looking forward to it. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Tom.
You got it, brother.